A brother just walked past and I'm proud of myself because your boy didn't fumble or stop filming. I was like, my man could think I'm weird. I don't care, I need to get this video done. But alhamdulillah, bro, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute, 4 or 5 months to be exact, since the last video. But I wanted to tap back in because I was talking to my boy, my good friend Rubel, who you guys might have seen on the podcast, No So Halal, which I obviously haven't told you guys about. I'm joking, you guys already know. But he's been grinding on YouTube, man. And it's something he's been wanting to do for a while. And he just really motivated me to get out there and kind of stop making excuses and just film. I wanted to make this video just talking a bit about Ramadan 2023, my reflections, what was good, what wasn't, and also what I've been up to and what my hopes and aspirations are. It's crazy we're already in, or about to be in May. It feels like the year's already, already gonna finish. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Allah gave us the ability to experience Ramadan, which was fantastic. This was the first Ramadan where I had to go into the office. It's tough. Your boy had to get up for obviously Sahri, which is like 4 a.m. and get back up at 6:30. So alhamdulillah, God gave me the strength and perseverance to get up and go to work and still perform at work. All my Muslim brothers and sisters know it's the same deal every year. They ask you the same questions, like, not even water? I don't know why I put on an American accent, but that's generally how it goes. I feel like every Ramadan is kind of a similar story where I feel like I could do more. And that's obviously a good thing, but the amount of Ramadans we have been granted by God is already written, so I don't want to take each Ramadan for granted. This Ramadan specifically, going into work, I think that kind of messed with my mojo a bit. All the previous Ramadans, alhamdulillah, just been able to work from home, so you had a bit more time to spend reading the Quran or even going straight to the mosque after work. With this Ramadan, I had to go into the office 3 times a week. It was tough being able to kind of balance work and fasting, but alhamdulillah still was able to do all my 30 fasts and just stay in a good level of ibadah. As is the case, you can always do more. You can always read more Quran, you can always go to the mosque more. I think the first week I was really good when it came to going to the mosque, going for Taraweeh, but as soon as work came into the mix and I had to go into the office, it was a bit techie. I can't lie to you guys. But I think going forward, I want to reflect on this video and the tips I would probably give myself, starting with tip number 1, stay off social media. And I've been doing that until this Ramadan. I think past 2 or 3 years, I just completely deleted social media off my phone, Instagram specifically. But this year, man, I feel like coming up to Ramadan, I was like really focused and motivated on like creating content during Ramadan. And obviously that's cool, like that's amazing, but kind of focused too much on that, man. Like I was seeing creators creating daily content, day 1, day 5, day 18, and these men are showing their day. I'm like, this is easy, I could do this. But then it kind of distracted me from performing ibadah. I'm like, yeah, this ain't it, bro. Like if my content creation is going to take me away from performing my acts of worship, then it's not really worth it, bro. I'll be honest, like to be completely honest. So during Ramadan, man, it's the one month where I shouldn't focus on maximizing the month in terms of creating content, but rather just focusing solely on my worship. I'm not saying that people that use the month and create content during the month are not doing that, but it's just me personally, that's how I feel. So staying off social media during Ramadan has worked for me in the past quite well, and I think I'll probably do it again going forward during all Ramadans because it just distracts you so much, man. Where were we, guys? Second tip that I would give myself for next year's Ramadan: go to the mosque as much as possible because it just gives you more motivation to carry on your worship. I feel like first week or first 10 days was really strong, but after that, bringing work into the mix kind of messed things up for me personally. So definitely going to the mosque more, just making sure that I'm consistent with going to the mosque. So Tarawih prayers, being consistent with those and not just going on the odd nights during the last 10 days and not making up excuses like, oh, it's going to be very busy or stuff like that. Yeah, second tip, baby. Tip number 3. Who am I? Mufti Menk. Tip number 3 is not eating as much fried food. I know it's not in line with the tips I've said so far, but the goal this Ramadan was to kind of lose weight. so was the last Ramadan, the Ramadan before, and not really exercising or going to the gym, then fam, I might as well not be doing anything. I might as well not be doing anything different. So I think tip number 4 for me personally, probably chill out when it comes to the fried food. Mix it up, you know. Eat something else, like eat like couscous or something, I don't know. Just not fried food. Grilled food maybe, perhaps. Nice and short tip. Don't eat fried food, my boy. Have goals going into Ramadan, bro. For real, and it sounds very obvious. You just don't want to go into Ramadan and be like, yeah, I'm trying to read as much as I can of the Quran, or I want to go to the mosque a lot. Yeah, nah. As with life, I think having goals, it is so important because they kind of guide you and keep you disciplined and keep you motivated. During Ramadan, I felt like I was just going through the motions, you know? There wasn't really too much of a emphasis on being disciplined because there wasn't any goals. So, you know, next Ramadan, man, I'm going to write like very specific, measurable, achievable, reachable, time-specific goals, SMART, to make sure I'm utilizing the month, bro. I'm squeezing as much potential as I can out of this beautiful, magnificent, holy month, because at the end of the day, as I said at the start, we don't have infinite Ramadans. We have a set number that Allah has prescribed us. So as with life, I said, man, go into Ramadan, have some goals, whether it's to read this many juz of the Quran, or finish the Quran, or go pray Tarawih every night, or learn this many surahs, or learn a bit more about the hadith and the different books of hadith, or just increase your knowledge in different areas of Islam. I think I was a bit anxious going into Ramadan, like how am I going to balance work and how am I going to, you know, wake up in time, like small stuff, very small stuff in hindsight, as in, you know, in just Ramadan, but in life, approaching things with confidence and approaching things with self-belief, so key. And it'll help us ultimately make the best use of not just life, but in this case, the month of Ramadan. That's a final tip for myself and myself first. Hope you man can relate to these tips. I feel like this is a vibe right now, like standing underneath a tree.